Hey everybody, sorry it took me a hot second there. Whew, okay. Alrighty. Welcome to Gary's Mod. Ooh. Alright. So much like last week, I'm basically going in blind. So for those of you who don't know, this is the Valley View Mall. Hey, Liquid Rain, welcome. What's next after demolition? Dallas.midtown.com. Okay, so a little bit of a backstory about the who, what, why, when, where of this map. So this map is as close to a one-to-one recreation of the Valley View Mall. Oh god, this place is just fucking spooky. It's as close to a one-to-one creation of the Valley View Mall as possible. The real-life Valley View Mall was in Dallas, in Texas. And it was just a mall. That was it. There was nothing special about it beyond that. However, the Dallas Valley View Mall, like all malls, experienced some, shall we say, poor decision making in terms of how, you know, it was managed and what became of it. And, well, like all malls will, it died. And when the mall died, they began to very slowly and painstakingly demolish it. And it was just not, it just was not, you know, a place that anyone cared about anymore. And so Kane Pixels eventually picks up on this guy over here. Now, before you wonder about him, in terms of Gmod stuff, he is about as static as they get. There's no physics or any props involved with him. This is basically world geometry when you get right down to it. So this is a fucking creepy ass facsimile, parody, I don't know how to say it, by Studio Brigon, or Brigon, I don't know how to say that, by these guys, by an artist. They even have a little nameplate on him. This is a historical recreation puppet that was done, it was held in a pageant or a parade of some kind. This is of the historical figure, Julien Reverchon, who was a botanist, and he did a lot of, you know, botany-related things about 150 years ago. Really cool. You can look up his history if you so wish, whatever, you know, it's not that special overall. But this artist, and I don't even know if the artist is like, I mean, he may be credited here somewhere. There's a lot of, like, memes here. Oh, this is apparently a picture of what Julien Reverchon actually looked like. He had his portrait or whatever made. Oh my god, they gave the giant an ass. Oh, no. Oh, the memes in Kane's Discord. Ugh. Well, anyway, can't be helped. Anyway, so yeah, the artist who owned or worked here, one of the artists, made this, and it's fucking uncanny, right? We can all agree that this is extraordinarily uncanny. Hey Arthur, welcome. New Etho series. I don't care about beta Minecraft, so it's a neat idea, but I'm not gonna be watching. Anyway, yeah, so this is a sort of rendition of Julien Reverchon because, I don't know, the guy stood out to the artist in some way, and so he made this. They did their little March of the Giants. March of the Giants was the name of, yeah, this. This was a huge parade that they did. That's actually more of an accurate photograph of what it actually looked like. And so Kane sees this thing and is like, I've got to do something with this. This is fucking creepy. And so he ends up creating, in Blender, as close to a one-to-one of the Valley View Mall as you can possibly get. And that's what this is. This is a Gmod recreation of that, but that Kane made a, you know, thing in Blender. And basically tried to, I mean, not tried, he succeeded. He made a horror series called The Oldest View. And in The Oldest View, a young kid who is a real-life blogger, or whatever the hell, he finds a tunnel, and I think I can find the tunnel myself. Let me fly up here. It was up here somewhere. Yeah, right there. So this kid finds a tunnel, right? And it's basically, it looks exactly like this. Oh, what the hell? That's freaky. There we go. Let's see if this tunnel actually empties out outside. Oh yeah, wow, it gets really narrow. Okay. Okay, so beyond this, he didn't do very much mapping beyond this, I guess, which is fine. This is supposed to be outside. So this kid is hiking in a trail, and he's on someone's private property, and he looks down a hole. And this is supposed to be a hole in the ground. He looks down a hole and sees this, and is like, oh wait, that's not a cave, that's not just a hole in the ground someone dug. That's fully furnished and built. And it's got all of this, you know, stuff on it because somebody's created this. And so he's like, well, I gotta go explore this. So that's what he does. He gets down this long-ass tunnel, and at the bottom, he notices there's lights at a certain point, and he's like, well, who's paying the light bill? The fuck is going on here? Also, what is this texture? Why is that goofed? What game do I not own that has that texture? Now, it's worth noting that this tunnel does not spit him out at the top of this part of the Valley View Mall. It actually dumps him out. Let's see if I can't find it. It's supposed to dump him out inside one of these stores. Inside of one of these stores, it's like way over here. Was this? No, it wasn't this. I mean, I have to no-clip, but oh well. It's a storefront similar to this one. And it dumps him out in the back room, like a storeroom in the back of one of the little, you know, outlet stores. And so he opens up the gate here, which you can open and close these. And the whole fucking mall is deep underground. And he starts to wander around, and it's pitch black in here at first. And he's like, why is there a whole building down here? I don't get it. And he sees signage for the Dallas Midtown Mall. And he's like, huh? I'm not in Dallas. What the fuck is a mall from Dallas doing in here? And as he explores around, he happens across what the community lovingly refers to as the Rolling Giant. This guy. Because if you look, this guy is like, his base is made up of I think that's like a hand cart that you would put a bag in for like picking up trash or something. And so it's on wheels, so it can roll around. And so he's the Rolling Giant. So he comes up against this guy and he's like, oh wow, that's fucking freaky. And, you know, explores around. More and more power and lights and music starts to play. And at a certain point, he's like, ugh, is somebody here? Am I going to get found? Am I not supposed to be in here? Never mind the fact that he is, you know, technically breaking and entering. And so, yeah, this is a Gmod map recreation of that entire series. There's a lot of TJ Passion. A lot of businesses are here. These had to have been like legitimate businesses. Ooh, I like this. Got a little back entrance way. Oh yeah, this goes to all the dark, spooky back areas of the mall, because the malls always have a sort of underbelly area where they have tunnels and rooms that connect to all of the various businesses and such. They just... Oh, that's what I saw. It was an exit sign. Yeah, it's like fucking creepy, dude. Oh, that's locked. I remember this mall. There was a YouTube channel called Proper People that did an urban explore of it. Oh, yes. They even went as far to do as accurate a recreation of this as they could in Blender. Remember, this is all in Blender, and Blender is really bad about fucking you over if you've got a really large Blender file. They went as far as to get the Valley View Mall's blueprints officially held in the Dallas City courthouse or whatever. Because like all businesses, all buildings, you know, in a city, you go down to the city hall, courthouse, whatever it is. Usually it's all rolled into one building. And you can request basically anything official. Like, you just do that as a member of the public. You can just get a hold of anything. And so they got the actual fucking blueprints of the Valley View Mall to better recreate it in Blender. It's funny as hell. Nueva generación auditiva. Speak English, damn it. Boxing gym. Okay. So clearly a lot of these places are just shut off. Oh yeah, this is where he was getting attacked. Okay, so, well, we'll get to that in a moment. So, things begin turning on. And as you can see, the Sears, which is a store in its own right, you know, Sears would have an exit to the parking lot and stuff. And I believe this would have also been an exit to a parking lot of some kind. You can notice they're giant walls of stone because we're deep underground. So there's no exit. There's no running away. And so what ends up happening is lights and stuff start turning on. And the kid, what did they call him? What was his name? It was Nate? No, I don't think that's right. The kid ends up realizing he's in over his head, the main character guy. He's doing a vlog of this whole fucking thing. And he's like, oh my god, there's a mall down here. Ooh. Oh, a tornado shelter. Oh god, the creepiest fucking tornado shelter ever. We'll go back into the underbelly, I swear. That's all going to be really, really nice stuff to look at. So he's like, well, I should get out of here. You know, I've seen enough. I poked around. I found out, you know, this place is really obviously not like... Oh, God, yeah, wow. Fucking creepy music right on schedule. Yeah, this place is not, like, inviting. IRS. Ooh, that's not a place I would... The Schlichting Group, slicktax.com, protecting taxpayers' rights since 1990. I wonder if they're still in business, or if they still exist, or whatever. They're a tax helping organization. Oh, wow. They've even got old-ass, fart! What the hell? That's funny. TPS reports January 1998.xls. Steam. Shortcut to, I don't know. Let me get in real close and no clip here. Body or batch compiler. I can't read whatever that is. This is such a great little Easter egg. I love seeing people's desktops in like Gmod. Shortcut to, that looks like a butt. Something to prompt. Connect to prompt. God, these are so difficult to read. But yeah, this is great stuff. Paint Shop Pro or Photo. Huh. There we go. Oh, nope. Can't do anything to any of this. Oh, wow. The whole place is like... It's so real. Like, this is exactly what their office space must have been like. Is it all the same? I bet it's all the same. Yeah, it's probably all the same texture. All right, fair enough. Anyway, where were we? Yeah, naturally that door doesn't open. Does this? That door doesn't open either. So, anyway. So our main protagonist freaks the fuck out and goes, I better leave. Ooh, does this work? Hey, it works. Pick up that can. And so he goes to try and leave. Retail space for lease. Okay, cool. And in the process of trying to leave, he realizes something horrible. Something genuinely dire. I'm gonna try and find the fucking room that he was... Ah, wait, that might be it over there. Whoa. What the fuck? How did I clear that? Oh, yeah, because there's no collision. These iron bars, this hand railing is just not here. Well, the map was stated to be a beta. So, you know, some things may or may not have collision. Trying to find the room that he came in from. I guess that's like the humming and droning of the escalator? I don't know. Anyway, so he's losing his shit at this point. Because things are activating and coming online and stuff. And he's like, well, I can't be, you know, caught vlogging in an underground mall. You know, I gotta get out of here. So he gets back to wherever it was, whatever hole it was he crawled out of. I forget where it was specifically. It really doesn't matter. Ooh, what's beyond this? Oh god, what the fuck? Was this all... God damn it, I can't read that. Was this all even worth it in the first place? Okay, wow. That's fucky. I mean, I can appreciate a good old scare jump, I guess. Oh, wow, you just fall off. Yeah, this is a beta, all right. Nice little Easter egg, though. Anyway. So he crawls back to whatever hole it was he crawled out of that got him into the mall. I want to say it's this. No, it's not this one. It would have to be this one over here. The one that I started in. Is this even open? Guess not. It's so hard to tell which ones are interactable and which ones aren't. Anyway, so he tries to go back. And I'll have to... Yeah, I guess it was this one. Because this is the one that opens. Right. So he tries to go back, and there's supposed to be a doorway here. Let me see if there is in no clip. No, there isn't. So he tries to go back, and there's supposed to be a doorway here. So he goes through it, and he looks to his side. Now, there's... Yeah. And he looks here, and he goes up to the stairwell where that tunnel is that he came down through. And it's totally collapsed in on him. And it's like, sorry, buddy, you ain't getting through here. And so he has no choice but to double back. And in doubling back and then exiting, he's trying to figure out a way to leave, right? So he's like, well, I got to get on the roof of this underground fucking mall. Where can I get on the roof? And eventually he's like, oh yeah, there's a roof access point at the AMC movie theater. And that's when Julian Reverchand over here fucking teleports behind him. Scares the hell out of him. And he's like, oh god, you shouldn't be here. You were way down near the red octopus mural. You know, and by the way, Julian jumps him over here, I believe. If memory serves, it was like in this corridor or something. I definitely remember before he tries to go up to the AMC, he tries to leave through the garage or the standard side exits. I think it specifically he tried to go through Sears. Damn it, where's Sears? Oh, it was back here. That's right. Yeah, Julian jumps him here. That's right. And so he's like, well, I gotta get out of here, man. I gotta leave. Oh god, Sears and the side entrances are all also collapsed. Oh no. Fuck, what do I do? And it's at this point that he is actively being chased by the rolling giant, who is currently rolling down this very corridor after him. And so he's freaking the fuck out, and he's like, oh god, what do I do, what do I do, what do I do? And so he's like, well, I gotta get through here. Because it's like a place that you can reasonably, break into. So it's obvious that this giant is out to kill him or whatever. Nothing nice will happen if the rolling giant catches him. I guess the wood is just not going to break. So it's whatever. But he does get through this, and he makes his way in here. And he manages to lose the rolling giant in this maze of backroom style tunnels. Because I guess it can't, get in through here. And so he's like, oh god, what do I do, what do I do, what do I do? Where do I go, what do I, how do I leave, what do I do? And he's like, I know, if I find the office, the head office, I don't even know if that's the correct tunnel or not. If I can find the head office of, the director or the CEO, administrator, whoever it is that's running the damn place, I can maybe find blueprints that'll help me get out of here. Because that's how, that's how you find out. I don't think he knew about the AMC. I may be telling this out of order. He may not know about the AMC roof exit yet. But he knows about it once he finds the office where the it's like the CEO office, or not CEO, the people who ran the mall. Now the question becomes, where in the hell is that room? So got some creepy ass tornado shelters. I don't think he ever went down them. Ah, this is new. Oh wait, never mind. This is just the back end of a busyness. Did we go through here? Yeah, I went through here. Okay. Yeah, that's all just collapsed in. Again, this is a beta map, so it may not have everything in place that it needs to. Yeah, there's just a lot of the stuff is not here that would otherwise be here. Wow, the tax preparation business is the only one in that entire area that's mapped. That's so weird. Is that the island of Japan? No way, right? Huh. Well, still. It ultimately culminates with him finding out about the roof exit. I guess there's just no office. There's like a central office in the mall somewhere. It's not a place your average person goes to anyway. Oh, shit. Oh, wow. Yeah, the music's playing. Nice. Subway. Little gallery eatery down here. Anyway, so eventually he comes out and he has to race the rolling giant there to the stairwell. And he gets up it. And the fucking giant is obviously so hot on his trail that it'll scale the staircase and try to get to him. And so they have a sort of show-off, or showdown, face-off here. And he goes, rooftop, emergency exit. Oh boy, I know where to go. And so he's like, yeah, I gotta get up here. He tries getting up to this point. And the giant tries to ram him this whole time, like to destroy everything. And it's at this point that the whole structure begins to collapse terribly, like fall apart. And he doesn't make it. And so he falls, crunch, to his death. Actually, he falls to like down here somewhere. And he falls and dies. Wyatt. That was the kid's name. Wyatt was his name. Mall is creepy. Yeah, that's the point. It'd be even creepier to find a underground version of said mall. What the? Slant. The fuck is slant? Weird name for a place, but okay. And at some point, I want to say the mall's central office or whatever is supposed to be somewhere in here. I guess, like, since this is a beta version, it'll take time to be fully released. Ugh. Maybe it's supposed to be in here? I don't know. There's a lot of space in here that's just not being used. So it would have to be somewhere... Sky Pony. Interesting. Oh, yeah, and one more interesting thing of note. When he does finally emerge... Wyatt. When he does finally emerge from... Wait, this might be it. This looks like vaguely familiar. Yeah, this may actually be where it was intended to be, but there's a whole area that's like missing. Maybe it's just not mapped out properly, or maybe it doesn't all come together the way you would want it to. Oh yeah, there's also another little Easter egg here. A blue head crab with sunglasses. No texture other than that. Really well put together, and it's beyond this partition. Nail City. Oh, hey, I can open this. Was Nail City the place? No, it can't be. Anyway, when he comes out after finding the head office... Yeah, actually, I think that was it. I think behind Nail City or Beniche Perfume Plus, behind one of these areas was like the underbelly hallways that takes him to a business after he studies the schematics of the place. And he ends up coming out into the main body of the mall. Julian Reverchon, the rolling giant, charges out at him from like behind a pillar somewhere. And he notices that the whole underground mall is now very overgrown with like foliage, moss, grass. You know, the whole place is like falling apart. And also it's very like decrepit. And there's a ton of like nature incurring into the space where previously it was a pristine mall area like what you're seeing. And you can hear the rumble of thunder in the background. Yeah, like that. And so they chase each other up, or rather, he chases the kid, Wyatt. And Wyatt falls to his death. and fails to reach the exit, which is like right here. But then several months later, probably like 3 or 4 months later, there is an alternate ending video released that picks up where Wyatt is like struggling to get along this way, and where the original ending ends with all of this structure giving way and him falling to his death. Wyatt manages to not fall to his death, and he successfully escapes. So there's like an alternate ending of some kind. One where Wyatt dies, and one where Wyatt lives. It's really freaky. And so Wyatt escapes, gets back to his car, his heart is beating out of his chest, and he's like, oh God, I nearly fucking bit the dust just now. Very understandable stance to take. Yeah, he really very nearly did just die. And then it switches to an unknown POV after Wyatt drives off, because remember, he had to go into private land to find this place. And it's the POV of the rolling giant out in the world itself trying to find Wyatt, our main character, the vlogger who is, I suppose, not supposed to be alive? I don't know. I don't know what the story exactly is going to shape up into. But it's certainly weird. Midtown Studios. Yeah, wow, there's a whole section of mall over here that's just like not developed. I think if we go up, we can kind of get a better sort of... a better understanding of how fucked up all of this place is. So yeah, somewhere in here should be where the mall office is. There's supposed to be a central office for the mall that they would keep all their important documents in. And remember, they were shutting down and dismantling the whole place and tearing it down and stuff. So there would be a lot of official junk in that office mall because eventually, you know, it went kaput. Oh, wow, that has a little subtle rainbow glow effect there. Interesting. And yeah, I don't think there's anything more to really find. It is sadly a beta. But hey, you know, really, really cool design overall. Really frightening. Is this open? Oh wow, that opens. Samuel Fine Art. Okay. James Bland Studios. Yeah, this one opens too. I wonder what this would have been. Huh. So yeah, a lot of stuff here. A lot of detail. You can tell there's like just enough stuff here for you to capture your imagination. But insofar as, you know, foot action, CBA, like you only maybe needed to see this for a frame or two. It needed to be there for structural reasons, but like nobody explored it any deeper than that. So yeah, sadly that's all there is to this place. Rip Wyatt. Yeah, it was like W-Y-A-T-T, I believe is how you spell Wyatt. You love the IRS. Ah, I see. Yes, I'm glad your love for the IRS is so great that you had to shout it at the top of your lungs. Can you name the only fruit with seeds on the outside? Yes, it's a strawberry. Can you think of a vegetable? Out of elevator service, okay. Food court. Oh, it was down below. There was also, yeah, can you name 8 veggies that start with the letter B? Yes. Broccoli, bitches, Brussels sprouts, and asparagus. See? I know my vegetables. A tomato is a vegetable? Yeah, well, no, it's actually a fruit. It's a type of berry. Gregory Art. Anything in here? No. Doesn't seem to be. Thank you for shopping. All shops will remain open throughout redevelopment. That is until, of course, there is... Oh, that's good. That is, of course, until there are no more mall in which to put your shop. What's next after demolition? Fucking nothing. Because this place is a giant gaping wound in the earth now. They demolished it. And that was it. Now it's a giant hole. Ooh. Oh, wow. There's no collision here. There we go. Ooh, freaky. So these under areas are just for show. We're back. A dinosaur story. Or actually, it's more we're back, a rolling giant story. Bitches? Yes, bitches are vegetables, yeah. Well, all the bitches I date are vegetables. I don't know about you. Midtown Pizza. Kosher. Nice. So yeah, I love how well put together all of this is. View of the earliest is certainly rolling tonight, Mr. Giant. Yeah. Unfortunately, because this is Gmod, the rolling giant is a static bit of world geometry. He don't move, he doesn't act, he doesn't change. He's stuck in place. There's no physics, no prop, none of that. No any sort of existence, like nothing. I can fuck with this because this is a prop. I can fuck with I can't fuck with this. The Valley View Center, levels 1 and 2. Yep. But unfortunately, I don't think we'll get any more info on this series. This series does look to be completed. Can't fucking read that. Something and something parking. Corporate and Alpha Road parking. Okay. So yeah, Oldest View seems to more or less be wrapped up from what I can tell. Even if it did have a kind of inconclusive ending. But like other than that, it's honestly not bad. I kind of like where Oldest View ended. It's a little ambiguous. I think it's fine. There are only 4 episodes to the Oldest View. So go watch it. You'll enjoy it, I think. Great piece of suspenseful found footage horror. I feel like I can break that open. Imagine living in an underground mall. Imagine going to an alien planet and building a mall. And then designing it after an Earth mall. Because why the hell not? Do you think aliens would go to a mall if you could, like, visit an alien planet that's inhabited and stuff? And, like, humans and the alien species have a pretty good rapport with each other and, like, you know, nobody is upset about humans being on their planet and vice versa, and we can, like, have some reasonable trade and commerce and stuff. Like, would you build a mall on an alien world if the locals were okay with it? I think it would be a fun little blast from the past, because malls are fucking dying. I don't know about you, but, like, these are not going to be around for very much longer. There may be 1 or 2 malls that live for the next 100 years, like, in general, but the overall sort of mall structure, I feel like the business model is basically dead on arrival at this point. Ooh. I can open some of these doors. Hey. There's a fucking back area here. Yeah, this is just stinky trash, dead end, whatever. Tornado shelter. Take shelter. Yeah. Okay, well, I unfortunately think we have seen everything. Didn't take very long, sadly. Oh well. Malls will eventually exist as a nostalgia act. Probably. Although you got to admit, other than the non-breakable stuff here, that back area is fucking creepy looking. Actually kind of makes me wonder what this store used to be. What was it? Oh, nothing. Okay. Yeah, we just don't know. We do not know what this store was because it's bubkus. Oh, wow. Asbestos. Warning, asbestos may cause cancer, causes damage to lungs. Authorized personnel only wear respiratory protective and protective clothing in this area. Oh, this is where all the power stuff is. Did the Valley View Mall have asbestos in it? Oh, whoops. Nope, stay open. It's the only way I know I've been in here. Okay. Yeah, I think we more or less... There's nothing else to do. Such a shame. I hope Shlomo finishes this one reasonably soon. Any game with crowbars are by default peak. I know. Well, shit. Okay. Yeah, that's not Shlomo, Schlimbo. That's his name. Whoops. Yeah, I think this'll do it for the Valley View Mall. It didn't really have a whole hell of a lot going on. Like, it did, but it didn't. I'm curious, are there any other versions? GM Abandoned Mall. How old is this? Medium-sized map featuring a segment of an abandoned mall. The map is done with great attention to detail and realisticity. Contains a few areas. It doesn't seem to be anything to do with the Valley View Mall. It's just a dilapidated mall, which I'm actually gonna like fucking... I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna get it all. Why not? We'll explore the abandoned mall as well. Okay. Pool rooms dark. GM construct. Flat back rooms classic. Abandoned mall. All right. Let's see what we got. I agree. Everyone buys everything online now. Yeah. Oh, wow. Holy crap. Okay, wow. Photocopy atelier. Holy shit, the atmosphere is so good in here. Oh my god, what on earth was that noise? Oh, I love this. So the description specifically said there are no jump scares or events or anything of that nature. And I don't think any of the wooden boarded up stuff is breakable or accessible. Oh, I was gonna break through the glass. Never mind, huh? I guess creator guy Head Crap is the name of the creator of this map. Guess he thought ahead. Ew, what is that chirping? That has to be a an animal of some kind. Cyber Cafe. Yeah, about that. Stuff in Russian, because, yeah, that makes sense. Oh, yeah. The cawing of crows off in the distance, totally normal. In an abandoned mall. Oh, that's the sign from City 17. Holy shit, there's some Half-Life 2 stuff just like stolen directly. Oh wow. Was this a coffee shop of some kind? Or a bar, maybe? Ooh, neat. Can I interact? Nope. Damn it. Honestly, $1.25 for drinks is a steal nowadays. Okay, wow, yeah, everything is as broken and dilapidated as it appears to be. Yeah, focus on atmosphere, most certainly. We got any special stuff? Secret areas? No? Ooh, neat. Okay, so there's glass, so I can stand on something. Okay, so you can, like, stand on top of the mall. But, not much else, really. Neat. No secret areas of any kind? Oh. Damn disappointments. Can I, like, zoom out in such a way that it'll load everything? Guess not. Okay, so it's just the same ambient track playing over and over. And yeah, it really is this tiny. Oh well. Really, really, really well put together. Drips atmosphere like you wouldn't believe. I would like it to be bigger, but that's just me. Wow. A mall at the end of the world. The apocalypse. Damn, that's cool. Well, unfortunately, I don't have much else to see or to look at or to peruse or any of that. Damn. Let me see if there's like any other interesting things on Steam. The Backrooms Complex. Schlimbo Dimblo. What a fucking name. Okay, so the Backrooms Complex. Beyond the Threshold. This is another Backrooms map. I would like to thank Egglord for giving you some textures and General Hammer help. Yeah, it doesn't seem like there's much else to look at, which is unfortunate, but hey, that's how it goes. So yeah, thank you all so much for giving me a moment of your time. I didn't have much going tonight. I really was just trying to fill time, and I was hoping Valley View Mall would be slightly more detailed or bigger or something. Next week, because I was trying to kill time for next week, the Backrooms Expedition finally drops in full. And I've been waiting on that one for at least 2 years now. So, on the bright side, it's over. It's finished. It's ready to be released. So I will be doing that next week. Apart from that, you all have a lovely weekend. I will catch you all then. Goodbye. See y'all Monday at 8 p.m., by the way, for 2B2T. So, just so you know, 2B2T streams. Cool. And I will see you all then. Good night.